Good morning. Buenos dias. So I'm Rebecca Rockeymoore, if y'all haven't met me. Hello. Can you hear me okay? Okay, this is new for me, so tell me if you can't hear me, all right? Welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Antonio. Our weekly worship is where we connect, share information, and inspiration. I already said this, but I'm going to say it again. My name is Rebecca Rockeymoore. My husband, Mark, and I joined less than a year ago, but are both dedicated UUs. Currently, I'm on the YRE committee, and he's our vice president of the board. We're both happy to be home here in San Antonio, a town with passion, culture, and home of the friendliest dang people in Texas. Whoop, whoop. Our minister, Reverend XK, is out today. He'll return on the 14th. Our faith is all-inclusive, and all means all. I'm going to pause here and change the script a little because I can, and do something. So we moved back here home from San Marcos, where we'd been for a while, and at our UU there in San Marcos, we had a little chant that I would love to start here. So we're going to try it out today. What we would do is, when the minister would say, our faith is all-inclusive, then the audience would say, and all means all, like really passionately. So we're going to try it. Y'all ready? I only heard one yes. We're going to try it. Y'all ready? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Our faith is all-inclusive, and all means all. Thank you. That was good. We strive to enact a universal love that binds us in mutual care and affection, especially in our work for justice for our planet and all of its people. Many of our ancestors traveled from many different places of the globe to settle here in the homeland of the Cualtecan people, called Yanaguana. Their ancestors began living here over 8,000 years ago. There are now 65,000 urban indigenous people in our area who continue to survive, heal, and thrive despite systemic injustice and oppression. Each Sunday, we greet one another so that we might know who is journeying with us. Please take this moment to turn to one another and greet your travel companions.
Good morning. My name is Tim Versteeg. I am the Director of Lifespan Religious Education. My pronouns are he, him. And it's a pleasure to be here this morning for this multi-generational service and blessing in the backpacks. Our opening words are from Dorothy Day. People say, what is the sense of our small effort? They cannot see that we must lay one brick at a time. A pebble cast into the pond causes ripples that spread in all directions. Each one of our thoughts, words, and deeds is like that. No one has the right to sit down and feel hopeless. There's too much work to do. And as we consider the work of transformation, I'd invite Brad Thigpen up to just tell us about the flowers arrangement this morning.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak about today's floral arrangement that I made in honor of the late Lady Diana Spencer, the Princess of Wales, also known as the People's Princess, who passed away on this date in 1997 while fleeing the paparazzi in Paris, France. Some would say she lived her life like a candle in the wind, never afraid to speak out in justice and speak truth to power. She stood up to kings and queens, presidents and dictators the world over. She walked fearlessly through minefields in Africa, held the hands of dying AIDS patients in hospice care, and reminded us all of the power in a little black dress. As we honor her legacy, let us walk fearlessly through minefields, hold the hands of the dying, stand up to wannabe kings and dictators, and always, thank you, and always speak truth to power. Although loveliness we've lost, know that the light of her candles burned out long before her legend and legacy ever will. Thank you to the People's Princess.
Our chalice lighting this morning, the flaming chalice unites our members in worship and symbolizes the spirit of our faith. We light this chalice to remind ourselves to treat all people kindly. We light this chalice to remind ourselves to take good care of the earth. And we light this chalice to remind ourselves to live lives full of kindness and love. And I invite you to stand as you're willing or able to sing our opening hymn together, number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
Don't know if that was me. Sorry about that. Okay. We are called as Unitarian Universalists to build the beloved community where all are welcome as blessings. Let's recite our covenant that articulates our promises and binds us together. Please read together. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest of truth is its sacrament, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve humanity in fellowship, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine. Thus do we covenant with each other. El amor es la doctrina de esta iglesia. Su sacramento es la búsqueda de la verdad. Y su oración es el servicio. En paz, buscar sabiduría en libertad, dar a la humanidad nuestro servicio fraternal para que todas las almas crezcan en armonía con la divinidad. Así pactamos el uno con el otro.
Morning. All right, we're going to do a song right here. It's a welcome song, right? You all can sing if you know the lyrics. You'll kind of catch it as we move along. The song is called Funga Alafia. Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe.
Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe.
Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. With my arms,
We welcome you. With our thoughts, we welcome you. With our hearts, we welcome you.
see, I have nothing up my sleeve.
Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Funga Alafia, Ashe, Ashe. Funga. Hey! Thank you. Funga.
And for anybody who thought that looked like a lot of fun, who has not yet joined the children's choir and is the right age, they meet on Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. till 9:30. So they're still looking for more people, so the next time it could be you up there. So we're going to enter into our stone ceremony. And this morning, when you approach the tables, you'll notice that there is a change in the stones from the ones we use normally for our ceremony of reflection. Gary Anholt, Gary, do you want to just put your hand up so people know who you are? Has graciously collected 200 stones from the shores of Lake Superior for our use each Sunday. Yeah. Now, there is a rare beauty to these stones, created in nature rather than fabricated by humans as our glass pebbles were. So as we consider our core value of transformation in today's service, I ask that you also consider the transformation of the individual stones as they enter the communal pool of the water. Watch the color of your stone transform, becoming brighter and more colorful as it joins the others. Consider the ripples it creates as it enters. I invite you now to come forward for our stone ceremony. And from the Community Book of Life today, today's flowers, as we earlier noted, are provided by Bradley Thigpen in memory of Princess Diana. And from Susan Dill, I celebrated my 50th anniversary as a teacher this week. My heart is filled with gratitude for all my students who let me share in their musical journeys. I also thank the first UU retired women for allowing me to join, even though I have no intention of retiring. And we send well wishes to Catherine Purrs, who's recovering from COVID. And let's all stay healthy as COVID is rising in Texas. As well, we offer prayers for the Palestinians who are still suffering. Our pastoral meditation comes from George Grimm Howell. Spirit of the earth, Gaia, Mother, we call on you. In your womb we are formed and reformed, shaped and reshaped in the great cauldron of geological time, unknown and unknowable. May we in this tender moment whisper a word of gratitude that creation did not end on the sixth day, but joyously rolls on age after age across the centuries, the years, the days, continuing now this very moment inside our forming and transforming hearts. To live is to change. To change is to find our sacred purpose. Father Time, teach us to love our layers, the deposits of bygone seas of joys and sorrows that have built up the foundations of who we are. Mother of creation, teach us to be fearless as we are cast into the fires that melt and mold and harden us during times of upheaval and injustice. Spirit of the earth, teach us to trust the transformation, to hang on tight as we suffer the pressure and the heat as our souls deep in darkness await the metamorphosis, that day when finally we emerge from the womb of life, transformed, our dusty limestone turned to lustrous marble. May our transfigured hearts be hewn into tools that give life, or works of art that inspire, or maybe a smooth, flat stone flung from a child's hand that skips on water for one sparkling moment. And when changes come again, may we be content to let the ocean waves of time gently release us as humble grains of sand to caress the toes of curious beachcombers. Let our lives be formed and reformed and transformed again for love and justice, for we know that this is holy. Amen, and blessed be. So our story wisdom today is going to be a little different because I'm just going to ask the kids to look up here because they're going to be coming up after the story for the blessing in the backpacks. And our story is following our theme of stones and rocks. So it is called The Rock from the Sky by John Klassen. The Rock. I like standing in this spot. It is my favorite spot to stand. I don't ever want to stand anywhere else. And yet. Hello, what are you doing? I am standing in my favorite spot. Come stand in it with me. Okay. What do you think of my spot? Actually, I've got a bad feeling about it. A bad feeling? Yes. There's another spot over there. Do you see it? Yes, I see it. I will go and stand in it to see if it feels better than this spot. How does that spot feel? I cannot hear you. You are too far away. I am going to come back. Oh, we've lost the pictures. Meanwhile, the rock is approaching. It's right in front of me. See if we can get the picture back, or I'll do my... Okay. Oh, yep, spoiler alert. Does this spot feel bad? Yes, it feels even worse than before. I'm going back to the other spot. Do you want to come with me? No, I will stay here. This is my favorite spot. Are you sure? Yes. Oh, hello. I'm standing in the spot by myself. Come, stand in it with me. And then there's a slight argument. My spot is better. You are too far away to hear. I am coming closer. We still cannot hear you. I said my spot is better. Oh. Sometimes the pre-production sketches don't come out in the actual service. And yet, the rock lands at some point. Let's move on, shall we? So we are going to start the blessing of the backpacks, briefcases, and bags, and whatever carrying things you have with you. And I'm just going, there she is. And Elizabeth is going to come up to help us with this. We carry bags with us throughout the week for many reasons. And if you have a bag with you and you want to have it blessed, please bring it forward or send it forward with a helper or lift up your bag and we'll get something around to you at some point. And if you forgot your bag, never fear. You can just come forward for the blessing and bring your virtual bag in your hands. So some of us take books and homework to school. Some of us bring lunches to school or to work. Some of us take computers and other supplies to places where we work. Now, I'll ask the folks in the front. Don't disappear, folks in the front. Stay up here when you get your thing. Are your bags already full of things? Are your bags full of things, some of them? Yep. Rose, is it full or empty, your virtual bag? Okay. Sometimes they feel pretty full. But we're going to give you something little that doesn't take up much space. And you can either keep it in your bag or you can attach it. And these are symbols of the love our community provides each of us to take with us throughout the week. Elizabeth, our religious education assistant, is helping hand these out. Now, each one of these strings, and I don't know if you can see too well from there, but I'll hold one up, has 7 beads. 6 smaller ones and 1 big red one in the middle. And these represent our 7 shared values, with love, the big red bead, at the center. And to help you remember what they mean, there is a tag that has all the shared values on it. But these are really just a symbol. The real values and support come from each of us in this room, freely given to each other. So, does anybody at the front want to take some love from the congregation with them back to school? Everybody wants some love. So to the congregation I ask, let's do that. Wherever you keep your love, I don't know, pull it out and make a nice little pillow of love, or kind of an invisible snowball. And if you want to just toss that to the folks with the backpacks, and those with backpacks will be ready to receive all the love that's coming your way. So we can add other things to our bags. Sometimes some of us wish we could be a little braver when we're in school or we're in new work environments or we're going back to work that maybe sometimes isn't as fun as we hope it would be. And sometimes we need some courage. So again, check where you keep your courage. If it's in your heart or if it's in your brain. Pull some courage out, toss it to the folks with the backpacks. What else do you think we should put in our bags? Anybody got any ideas? Good luck. So, find where you keep your luck. Toss your luck to the folks with the backpacks and the bags. Snacks, always important. Imaginary snacks, maybe not as effective, but if you want to pull some imaginary snacks out, toss them as well. And your bag might not look or feel any different, but the next time you use your bag, I hope you remember the blessings that you're now carrying with us. The spirit of life from this community is with you at school or at work, and the congregation cares about what happens to each of us as we enter our weeks. And if you ever need more love or courage, you can ask for more, because there's lots here. I'm going to enter into the talky part in a minute, but at the back of the congregation there are butterflies, a very well-known symbol of transformation. And if you want to quietly go and color a butterfly as part of your transformative journey, please do so as I do the homily. Oh, first we got, no, I was right in the first place. First is the homily. So you may have sensed a bit of a theme this morning with all the rocks and stones. And for most of my childhood, I spent a month each summer camping on the eastern shore of Lake Superior at an Ontario provincial park called Pancake Bay. It's shaped like a pancake, and there was an old legend that the voyageurs, who were the fur traders, would stop there on the last night before they made Sault Ste. Marie, and all they had left was some flour in their packs, so they'd always have pancakes on the last night's journey back. And this park, when I looked on a map, is at the opposite end of the big lake and across an international border from where Gary brought us these rocks this morning from Duluth, Minnesota. So they're almost perfectly on opposite ends of the lake. The 2 points are about 500 miles apart, and that's either an 8-hour or a 10-hour drive, depending on which side of the lake you drive on. Yet, they're both connected by the water between them. And I'm going to ask to have the slide of the rocks put up here. So, as I started considering the stones Gary brought, I thought about the stones that I brought from Canada, which are in this box here. And you can see a picture of there. Because every summer, I would collect stones in Superior Shore. And when I took my own children back years later, when they were young, they did the same thing. And the stones aren't precious or valuable in any sort of financial sense, but there's something magical about them. And that magic, as I indicated earlier with the rock ceremony, is the transformative nature they have. Because usually it wasn't the sun-drenched stones that caught my eye on the sand. It was those that were wet along the waves of the lakeshore. These stones were always more vibrant and colorful when touched by the lake. Connected by the water, they were changed for the better, with apologies to the musical wicked. Now, beaches are liminal spaces, and in my box I actually have sand from Pancake Bay as well. The beaches are spaces that are betwixt and between worlds. And how many times in history did different cultures first meet along a shoreline or a beach? The sand, that ground up rock, broken by wind, water, and gravity, becomes a bed for the stones washed back and forth along the shores by the waves. It becomes a foundation of memory and the past that becomes the very ground we walk on. As each new church and school year starts, we are like the stones, baked for the summer in the sun, especially here in Texas, then washed back into the waters of education or work, reconnected with our communal lives and surroundings, and each of our re-entries causing a ripple that affects the whole. During this summer, our YRE programs focused on the shared values that were adopted by the Unitarian Universalist Association in 2024. The values: pluralism, generosity, independence, equity, justice, and transformation, all with a core value of love at the center, is the latest iteration of a long tradition by UUs to define what our common understanding of how we wish to show up and take action is to heal the world. And over the course of the summer, it became not only apparent how an attitude of love was at the core of all the different values, but also that all the values were interconnected. Justice flows into equity, flows into pluralism, flows into interdependence, and all require a spirit of generosity and a willingness to embrace transformation. And so, this morning, during the blessing of the backpacks, as you saw, each person was given stones to remind themselves of the values that are the solid cores of Unitarian Universalism, those things that remain the same regardless of what waters we swim in. Solid cores even when we are changed by experiences and connections in the waters that wash over us. That transformation, that willingness to grow, learn, and change is at the heart of our faith tradition. Yet it is balanced by things which do not change, the great constants in ourselves and in the world. As individuals, our core is constant. We are the same person we were yesterday and will be tomorrow. And yet, because we meet another person, are part of a group, live in this place, go to that school, come here to church, both we and they are changed, transformed each day into something new. So carry the keepsakes of the values we share with you each day. They are solid and sustaining stones to guide your journeys. The world is not only something to wash over you and change you. The support of this fellowship and congregation is itself a source of strength and resilience. And the values that you carry that help make you who you are needed in the world, as we are called to transform the world with the love that is at the center of our faith.
Now it's time for a call to invitation to generosity. We drink water from wells we did not dig. We eat fruit from trees we did not plant. We all benefit from each other's labors. In this spirit, I encourage you to give generously so that we may support one another, our congregation, and our larger community.
Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more backwards thinking time, thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There is so much hatred, war, and poverty. Wake up, all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what we have to say. There's the one that's growing up, the world is in their hands. On to teach the children the very best you can. The world won't get no better if you just let it be. Yeah. The world won't get no better. You got to change it, yes, you and me. Wake up all the doctors, hope people well. They're the ones that suffer, catch all the hell. judgment day, won't you make them happy before they pass away? Wake up all the builders, time to build a new land. I know we can do in the living hand. Only thing we have to do is put it in our minds. Surely things get better each and every time. The world won't get no better if you just let it be. Now, now, now. The world won't get no better. You got to change it, yeah. You and me. You gotta wake up, everybody. You gotta wake up, everybody. We gotta change it. World won't get no better. No, no. If we just let it be. No. You know the world won't get no better. No. You got to change it. You and me. We got to change it, y'all. We gotta wake up, everybody. Yes, 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 yes. Tell me. We gotta wake up, everybody. Thank you.
In the spirit of trust and generosity, we gratefully accept the offering. Let's go ahead and do our closing hymn, number 118, This Little Light of Mine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
As we extinguish our chalice and leave this hallowed place, may our feet remember its feel, so that wherever we walk, we know ourselves to be on hallowed ground. May we know that we are kin with every soul, every star, every stone and leaf of grass, And may our words be gentle and our touch be kind. Blessed be. Have a lovely week.